Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between green hills, there lived a poor man named Ravi. Ravi was kind. Ravi was honest. He worked hard every day. But something strange happened in that village. Whenever something went wrong, the people blamed Ravi. If a farmer's crop failed, they said, Ravi must have cast an evil eye. If a child fell sick, Ravi must have brought bad luck. If a pot broke, they muttered, Ravi was nearby. It must be his fault. Ravi heard these words every day. He walked through the village with his head down. His heart was heavy. He did nothing wrong, but the people needed someone to blame, and Ravi was an easy target. One day, a wise old man came to the village. He had white hair and kind eyes. He sat under the big banyan tree and watched the people. He saw how they treated Ravi. He saw Ravi's sad face. He saw the anger in the villagers' hearts. The wise old man called the villagers together. They gathered around him, curious. He said, My dear friends, I have a question for you. Why do you blame this poor man for everything? The villagers looked at each other. One man spoke up, Because bad things always happen when he is near. Another said, It is his fault. We know it. The wise old man listened. Then he smiled gently. He said, I have a test for you, a simple test. Are you willing to try? The villagers nodded. They were curious. The wise old man said, Take this sack. He held up a large empty sack made of rough cloth. For one full day, I want each of you to carry this sack on your back. Every time you blame Ravi for something, put a stone inside the sack. The stone must be as big as your anger. At the end of the day, bring the sack to me. The villagers laughed. They thought it was a silly game, but they agreed. Each person took a sack. In the morning, a farmer saw his cow was sick. He looked at Ravi passing by. He said, It is Ravi's fault. He picked up a stone and put it in his sack. A woman burned her food. She saw Ravi walking past her window. She said, He distracted me. She put a stone in her sack. The sack grew heavier. A child lost his ball. He saw Ravi nearby. He said, He took it. He put a stone in his sack. By midday, the sacks were getting heavy. The villagers felt the weight on their shoulders. Their backs began to ache. They started to walk more slowly. In the afternoon, a man tripped on a rock. He blamed Ravi. He added another stone. Another villager's roof leaked. She blamed Ravi. She added a stone, but her sack was already full. By evening, the villagers were exhausted. Their shoulders were sore. Their backs were bent. Their steps were slow. The sacks were heavy with stones. Every stone was a blame. Every stone was a grudge. Every stone was a moment of anger. They gathered again under the banyan tree. The wise old man sat there, waiting. He looked at their tired faces. He looked at their heavy sacks. The wise old man nodded. Then he said softly, Now, take each stone out of your sack, one by one. Was that blame really necessary? The villagers looked at each other. They began to take out the stones. The farmer took out his stone and thought about the sick cow. He realized the cow was old. The woman took out her stone and thought about the burned food. She realized she had left the stove on too long. The child took out his stone and thought about the lost ball. He remembered he had left it by the river. It was not Ravi's fault. One by one, the stones came out. One by one, the sacks became lighter. And one by one, the villagers began to see the truth. They had blamed Ravi for nothing. Every problem had a different cause, but they had chosen to blame the easiest person. When the last stone was removed, the villagers stood up straight. Their backs no longer ached. Their shoulders felt free. Their steps felt light again. The wise old man said, Do you see now? Blame is heavy. It is a burden you carry on your back. It hurts you more than the person you blame. Every day you carry anger and grudges, and every day you grow more tired. Ravi stood at the edge of the crowd. His eyes were wet with tears. The villagers turned to him. One by one, they walked to him. The farmer said, I am sorry, Ravi. The woman said, Forgive me, I was wrong. The child said, I am sorry for blaming you. Ravi smiled. He forgave them all. Friends, this story has a lesson for all of us. We all carry sacks. We all carry stones. Every time we blame someone, we add weight to our own shoulders. The wise old man did not punish the villagers. He showed them their own burden. So ask yourself today, what stones are you carrying? Who are you blaming? And are you ready to put down that sack? Let go of your grudges, forgive, and walk free.